Welcome to all to make questions for this session. And this is Kashi Viswanathan from Minaval. We are going to talk about the LAP guidance section in the version 3.0. Here we are planned to conduct this session as a full-fledged interactive session, but the visitors, we deemed that the visitors may not be fully thoroughly go through about and understand about the requirements. So then only we just include the strategies which we are going to do during our presentation, preparation time. So we just plan both in interaction and guidance session in this webinar. So first thing, we need to cover the overview which is available for both concepts and features which is available in the material IWBA website. Just note it the document name as well V2 standard version 2 addendum Q4 2020. So during preparation, we just do our own notes and gather facts and separate and we note at a separate in manner, and I will reflect the strategies which we need to do during our preparation. The first thing, we need to segregate the facts based on the figure which is showing for example in front of you. And for this things, what we need to do, we need to mark the facts like the figure-based items. You can see now. You can see here the how much amount of air we are consuming in a day, and how much water we need to consume in a day, and how much of servings of fruits and vegetables we need to intake to make to follow a better dietary system. So the kind of information we need to note in our in that separate page, and we need to allocate some separate page for this disease-based facts. This is also available in this overview of both concept and the feature-based overview. So here you can see the what are the impacts will be occurred for a human when they are going to expose for the air pollutant and the nitrate polluted contaminated water and the lead polluted lead contaminated water. Though this kind of disease-based facts we need to note in our separate page. And the next strategy is the million billion dilemma. So this is also available in the overview portion. And you can see that the 7 million premature deaths occurred in 2002 only behalf of air pollution, exposure of polluted air. And you can see the 100 billion net avoidable cost has also occurred due to the poor indoor air quality. So this kind of million billion unit based facts we need to note in a separate page, but here we can get some confusion. That means the in particular value is preceding by which either billion or million. So here I just use one strategy during my preparation. I would like to expose with you through this session. So this is the tips I using during my preparation. You can just mention that the million count unit count is should be used for deaths and health issues related facts, and the billion unit value we need to use for the cost and productivity loss related facts. That means in short manner, million is for death and health issue or related things, and billion should be comes for the cost and productivity loss related things. And also we need to allocate separate pages for the facts which contains some percentage and proportion related facts. This is these things which we can expect during our LAP examination also. And I would like to show some particular kind of sample question to you, and I will give 20 to 30 seconds for every question. If you are familiar with these concepts and the facts, just try to unmute and open your voice to make this session as an interactive one. So first question, how much of water do we need to consume in a day? So there are three options are available here. If you know about this answer, just try to expose your answer. Hope the screen is clear for everyone. This fact is available in your the overview of water concept, so you can find it from there. So thank you. The correct answer is 49 to 125 ounce we need to consume in a day. And how many carcinogenic compounds do a cigarette emit? I will give a time. Just if you know about the answer, just open it now. Anything else? Thank you. Okay. So somebody is using the chat box to answer for this question. Thank you. The correct answer is option B, 69 is. So I would like to explore the previous facts which we need to gather from the overview facts here. So you can find the fourth one factor that the cigarette contains about 600 ingredients that from over 7,000 compounds when burned off, which at least 69 are known to be a carcinogen. So this fact is available in the part number W02. So if we gather this factor and note it down in a separate page, so then only we can get it in our mind during our VLAP examination. So that's only I asked to note these facts in a separate page during your preparation. So it will help to reduce your time when you are completion of your preparation and going to recall yourself. So that only I will like here to expose the strategies which I was done in my VLAP examination. I just track my examination in recent February 2022.
Hello.
Oh yes.
I have a query on here.
Yeah. Thank you.
So
You can ask.
Yeah, here. That's second slide. Yeah, here only. Second.
Yeah.
Yes. Here you can see the average life expectancy of a smoker is 10 years less than the non-smoker, right?
Yeah.
But most of the problem causes to non-smoker only. No, if you stand near the smoking person, means it's a fact or else something it based on some calculation.
Yeah, it's fact available in the overview. I just gathered from the only available things in overview of part number W02. So the non-smoker instance, they are asking about the third hand smoking. So that fact is still differable when we comparing to this. So here they only talking about the smokers here. So you can find this fact in the part W02. So your good name, please. I think you are Prabhakaran, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhakaran.
Okay, thanks. Okay.
So what do you think? What I want to say, you just segregate the things like the one second. This figure-based facts from overview, and this disease-based facts from overview, and this million billion unit value-based overview, and yeah, this is percentage and proportion based facts from overview. You need to note as a separate page in manner. It will help to efficiently recall after complete your preparation. So this strategy will helpful for me, because I just recall my notes only before going to the examination, the day before going to the examination. So that's why I suggesting the strategies to you people to follow. So just keep it in mind, there are 69 there are 96, sorry, I wrongly mentioned here. Yeah, 69 carcinogenic, which among the 7,000 compound burning from the smoking. So this is another kind of sample question which we can expect from the strategies I told you earlier in the disease-based facts. So they can probably ask some one or two questions for every cycle. So the question is, what are the most serious consequences of nitrate contaminate water for humans? So this fact also available in the concept of overview concept of water. So is there any person know about this answer? Just open your eyes.
Option A.
Okay. Anything else?
The reason is that outdoor air
pneumonia?
pollution can influence.
Yeah. You can. Your answer is right, Mr. Prabha.
Thanks.
Yeah, just keep it in your notes that nitrate contaminated water leads to oxygenation, oxygen transport in impairment, oxygen transport impairment, and lead contaminated water exposure will lead to neurodevelopment impairment in child. So the preceding alphabet of N is O. So nitrate related to oxygen. Likewise, the lead we can relate lead to neurodevelopment. So can you get my point? So I just I just reveal the strategies which I using to memorize the concept during my preparation. Yeah. So another question. This is this kind of question I faced during my attempt. So what are the impacts occurring on human as a result of exposure air pollution, air pollutants? So you just get the points, facts related this disease-based facts from overview, and keep it in mind as a fingertip in manner. So then only we can answer this question as a fluent in manner. So here we just eliminate the options which are not relevant to the air pollutant. That means eczema is not eczema and bronchitis are not comes under the disease due to the air pollutant. So we can eliminate option A, B, C, and the answer is, it will be D, because these things are mentioned that impacts which will be occurred during the human exposure to the air pollutant. And I will expose to another strategies which I followed during my preparation. I just allocate a separate page for the things which are revealed in the requirement side. So you can find the requirement which is available every part, and this kind of parts we need to note in this separate page. I just try to provide some examples from the requirement which will have the possibility to ask in our VLAB examination questions. So first thing, we need to prohibit the outdoor smoking from every 25 feet from the air index, like entrance windows and other air index devices of electronic devices. And if there are any allocated space for smoking, we should place some permanent signage which will reflect about the hazards of smoking along the walkways from the project entrance to that particular allocated smoking area for every 200 feet once. And this second one is also available. This is the requirement of operable window, which is available in the part A07, and this third one is the requirement which is available in the nourishment concept. Here the IWA asked to reduce the amount of sugar contaminated in every serving of beverages, non-beverages, and standard food items as to up to the maximum level of 225 grams. And another thing is dedicated space we need to allocate it for 25% of accommodation for the regular occupants. So this kind of requirements will have the 70 to 80% of chances probability to ask during our VLAP examination. So based on the requirement, I just try to convert some questions. And if you have any idea about this answer, just reveal your voice. So here I ask that which of the following is the maximum amount of sugar that can be found in food, beverages, and non-beverages supplied on a daily basis. That means how much is the maximum amount we need to deduct in every serving of beverages and non-beverages and other standard food items. Shall I show the previous one? So here you can find the answer. Did you find it, guys?
Yeah, 25 grams.
Yeah, okay. So that's why I asked you to gather this fact in your own notes. So, and next thing, 25 grams is the correct answer. The next question is, how much accommodation for regular occupants should the project provide in a dedicated eating space? So this is the basic requirement which will be provided in the part mindful eating in the concept of nourishment.
25% of regular occupants.
Yeah. Our good name, please. I think Prabhakaran.
No, it's Arun.
Arun. Okay, Arun. Thank you for your interaction. So yeah, most correct answer you revealed here. So 25% of accommodation we need to provide in a dedicated eating space. This is the correct answer. And the next question. A project has a smoking space outside of the project building, but within the project boundary.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were saying that 25%. No, in the previous slide you were talking about 75%, right? So that was.
So
75%
of accommodation we need to provide seating facility for the occupants, regular occupants.
Okay, this is for the regular 25% of regular occupant. We should provide the eating space. Okay.
Okay. Seating
in the previous slide, if you can come to previous slide. Not this one. That overview you had now. Yeah, here you were mentioning about 75%.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just see the fourth one.
Okay. I was checking out the second one. So that's 75%. It is actually the net openable area.
Okay. You're just talking about the dedicated eating space
Okay.
accommodation.
Fine. Thanks.
Okay. For both this dedicated eating space accommodation and also the adjustable workspace, which is this requirement also provided in the part of V0 2.2. So here also they provided the requirement that a project should provide adjustable workspace for 25% of their regular occupants. So we can correlate this kind of requirement as which are same in manner. So for accommodation for seating and accommodation for work, adjustable work. So both while both answer is will be a 25% of regular occupants. Just keep it in your mind. So just like that, we should correlate the value during our preparation. So that only I asked you to make your own notes in a separate pages. So this is the question. I just wrongly showed you to the answer. So a project has a smoking space outside of the project building, but within the project boundary. How do we place the smoking the signage which reflect about the smoking hazard as per the requirement of IWBA? So what will be the answer? So you can. I hope you just see this in our overview slide. So among these four, what will be the answer? Do you have any idea?
Option A.
Option A. Anything else? So option A is 25 feet is only for the no smoking zone, which will be provided around the air intakes outside of the our project. So we need to provide the hazards of smoking for the along the walkway for every 100 feet once. So we should be clear about this fact. This requirement during our preparation. So this also losing this like that we may have the chances to losing here. So the answer is for every 100 feet we need to place the permanent signage along the walkway. And we have expect there are 5 to 6 questions comes with the format of this case-based questions, and I will try to gather some questions for your So to answer the questions, we need to clearly about the requirement, which is I showed like this requirement we need to get in our fingertip. That the first thing for both IIQ monitor and thermal comfort monitor and its relevant display screens. For the four things, we consider the density as 3,500 square feet once. I will explain this with the sample questions proceeding by this slide. So for either it may be thermal IOQ based sensor and thermal condition based sensor or monitor display screens we need to install in the project. So for whatever it may be, for the three things we should consider that installation density as 3,500 square feet. And another one, the measurement based things we can expect to ask. We can expect to ask by the IWBA examination. Here I just show the measurement timings for CO2. It should be 10 minutes once for CO2 and 15 minutes for thermal comfort related parameters. That means tribal temperature and relative humidity, and 1 hour for other air pollutants. So we should memorize and keep in mind that 10 minutes for CO2, 15 minutes for thermal comfort, and 1 hour for other IAQ relevant pollutants. And third one, you can find the amount, the space volume, which will be which the project should allocate for the gardening space for their based on their count of occupants. Here there is mentioned that 1 square feet per regular occupant we provided for the gardening space, but the limit should be comes between the value of 200 square feet to 1500 square feet. That means if the project have only 150 square feet of occupants along with along with itself, so for this case we don't know to consider the space is only enough for 150 square feet, because here they clearly mentioned that the space should not less than 200 square feet. So for this case we need to definitely allocate the gardening space as 200 square feet, and the maximum limit should not exceed the 1500 square feet. So hope you can find you can get some idea how the case study based questions will be appeared during our exam. So if you are appointed as a I just show the question here. If you are appointed as a well consultant for projects which are around the size 1 lakh square feet nearby, so as a consultant, how many IAQ sensor you are going to procure for your project as per the requirement of IWPA? So what will be the answer? You have any idea? You can just reveal it. For this kind of calculation, there are embedded calculator available for you. So just click it and you can get the answer from calculating using this calculator.
30
so
numbers?
For this case, sorry?
30, A.
Sorry, if you have a calculator, just find it. I will give
29.
another. Yeah, but actual value, what you get, can you please reveal it? Can you please say the actual number? That means I think 28.5 and related and something numbers you can get during divide the 1 lakh divided by 3,500. Am I right? So for this case, what we do, we don't provide the
28.5
answer.
is coming.
Yeah, 28.5 we can get. So this case we not consider that 28 as a answer for this, because we need to make it make the figure as a rounded one. In case the figure value is calculated figure value is come as a 28.1 or 28.3, 28.2. I mean between the 0.5. For this, for that kind of cases, also we need to convert the figure as a 29. Can you get my point? And if you consider that in that kind of cases as a 28, we cannot meet the requirement of IWBA. Okay, so the correct answer is 29. And this is also kind of case-based questions which I was faced during my examination. How many measurements should be taken by the carbon dioxide sensor, CO2 sensor, between the duration of 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m.? So hope you can understand this case and something. If you get the answer, just reveal it.
It's option D, 9.
Option B, 9. Option D. Okay. Anything else? So for this case, what we done mistakenly, we just count the duration between 10 to 11:30 as there are 30 minutes. So as per the requirement, CO2 measurement should be taken for every 10 minutes. So what we done simply that 90 divided by 10. But we don't we are forgot to the first measurement should be taken at 10 a.m. and the second measurement should be taken at 10.10 a.m. and the third measurement should be taken at 10.20. So likewise, you calculate if you calculate likewise that you can get the actual amount. So now you can get my point. So our first measurement should be done at the starting of the timing. I mean, the 10 a.m. should be the first timing. So if you
which
calculate
means
now,
10.
it will be the 10.
10.
Okay.
10, yes.
So this kind of questions will we get simply mistaken. We making simple mistakes during our examination. So that's why I try to show this question here. But definitely you can expect these questions in your available exam. Okay. So the answer is 10. So this is the space-based consideration. So for a project with 89 occupants, so how much space we need to allocate for the edible landscaping? I just show the overview for your understanding, and you can calculate now. The occupant count is 890 occupants. Just refer the third line and you can answer for this question. The actual occupant count is 890. What will the size of the edible landscaping gardening space?
$890.
Yeah, 890. In case of I earlier said that if the project have only occupant size of 150, what will be the size of the gardening space here? Can you get my point, Prabhakaran? If your project have only 150 employees itself, so what will be the size of edible gardening space we need to allocate for the project here?
Why we consider here low?
Yeah.
Why we consider student here?
Yeah, because they providing they just asking to allocate 1 square feet per occupant, but the limit minimum and maximum limit it's also provided here. In case of a project have 10,000 or 20,000 of occupants, we cannot get to provide that much of amount for edible landscaping. So for this case, we can provide only maximum amount of 1,500 square feet enough for this case. Apart from that, it's not a problem, but maximum limit is 1,500 here based on our occupant count. So that only I just asking to solve this case. So in case if your project have 150 or 100 occupants have, so for this case we need to allocate only should be the edible gardening space should be only 200 square feet. If you allocate wrongly 100 square feet, it will not satisfy the requirement of well. Can you get my point, friends?
No. For occupant means in regular occupant also student came. No, else occupant different, student different.
Yeah, if the registration project is a industry or any office space, then we can provide 1 square feet per occupant. That means the employee is considered as a regular occupant. In case the project is the registered project is a school or any college institution, we should allocate there are 0.5 square feet per head. That means we should consider the student as a regular occupant in the sense. So if a school registered for the well certification, they are have willing to allocate edible garden space for their occupants. So in this case, the project the school have 200 and something students along itself, and there are 50 teachers itself. So we need to provide 1 square feet per per teacher and 0.5 square feet per student.
It depends upon the
we-
project we have registered, right?
Yeah, okay. Depends upon the occupants that are available there.
Okay.
Okay. So 890 square feet is the right answer. And I will just reveal another strategy which I gather note in my own notes, that's table of control. So this is a kind of requirement which will be available in the every part in the format of table. Here we need to keep in mind these figures and the occupant variation. So then only we can solve this kind of questions. But at the same time, we don't only studying learning about this table is enough for, because we need to cover this instructions also. Not instruction, this is also kind of requirement, but by covering this table we are forgetting about consider this requirement. I will explain from the preceding questions. So how many lockers do we need to procure for a project? If a project have 150 occupants itself, so I will 150 occupants. The project is the employee is available here. I will show the preceding previous requirement. This is the requirement which is available in the concept of movement, that facilities for active occupants. Occupant count is 150. So they are asking about the count of how many lockers we need to procure for the project. Occupant count is 150.
Two numbers.
Yeah, so that kind of mistakes we are providing, because the requirement is only about the sport, but in questions they are asking about how much lockers. So there are 2 servers we need to provide, is correct, but they asked about the lockers. So for the lockers we need to understand how many lockers provide for one locker. So here just see, can you see this? At least 5 lockers should be provided for every server. So we can get 1 plus 1 as 2. 2
So
servers, 2 into 5 lockers, it will be 10. So we need to consider this. This is the maximum requirement given in part, and the minimum requirement. By learning about this maximum requirement, we are failing to considering this minimum requirement. This is the mistake I did in my examination. So then only I would like to exposing this kind of requirement here. So we should clearly about the requirement, and we should carefully handle the questions. It's not a very tough kind of examination. It's a very based on my experience, it's a very easiest one. Will be not as much of toughest one. When you are clearly thoroughly about the requirement and overview, it will be easiest one. So what you people need to do, you just allocate there are 2 or 3 hours only for this preparation and making your own notes on daily basis. So within 2 or 3 months we are ready for the examination by implementing this kind of strategy. As per my own experience, I exposing to you guys.
How we need to handle these kind of questions during the examinations?
Yeah, you just thoroughly understand about the requirement, both which are giving in the bottom, and also providing like that this kind of tables. So we need to focus both the requirement and also we need to understand the question what they are asking to what they are asking here. That means you just asked here if they are asking about shower cut count or locker count.
Okay,
So
fine.
if you have any additional how to familiar about this requirement, just chat me or mail me separately. I will reflect because this is if I told the method of how to get familiar about the requirement, I use it. It's not enough for this. I feel this session is enough I have time.
Okay, sure.
Here, there are for the 150 employees, we need to provide two count of shower heads, and for every count of shower heads should have 5 lockers. So the lockers count it should be 10. So option A is the correct answer. And this is another table-based requirement which is available in the S03 reverberation time related requirement, and you don't bother about things I standing on big of it. You just go through this page only. Here you can see they are providing the IWBA providing the space type related category and volume type related category here, and the reverberation timing is providing here. Here you can see there are some technical code like greater than or is equal to. You don't about bother here. Here they clearly mentioned that the reverberation timing, so it's just a time in seconds. So 0.8 seconds, 0.5 to 8 seconds. So this information is available for you. Here, what we need to do, we just mentioning that if the project area is if the space is allocated for learning or conferencing and related event, the volume of the space is below the 10,000 cubic feet, the reverberation time should be below the 0.5 seconds. So 0.5 seconds, 0.5 to 0.8 seconds. So that's why we should memorize for your easy understand. So based on this fact, I will show your questions. This question is also asked during my examination, but I will fail to do correctly. So if a project has space for learning and conferencing, and it comes under the volume category between 10,000 cubic feet to 20,000 cubic feet, if we conduct reverberation test for this space, what will be the acceptable reverberation time threshold value as per the IWBA requirements? That means there are 4 kinds of assessed reverberation timing is providing here. Among these 4, what will be the correct answer as per the IWBA requirement? So for this questions you need to solve, you should be thoroughly about this requirement table. So you just note down the learning and the conferencing space and the volume type, and I will show the this table. So the area is comes under the category of learning and conferencing, and the space volume which is comes under the category of 10,000 to 20,000. So you just keep it in mind that 0.5 to 0.8. So okay, shall we move to the question? Now can you? I hope you can solve this. Yes. which value comes between the time, 0.5 seconds to 0.8 seconds. Okay, thank you. The answer will be 0.7 seconds. So for solve this kind of questions, definitely we need to thoroughly about the requirement, but it's not tough when you make your own notes based on my strategies, and this recorded session will be available in YouTube channel in the day next day or day after next day. I mean Friday or Saturday. So we can just recall the video and kindly keep it in our mind, the strategies which are revealed by me in this session. Definitely, it will help to get this requirement in your fingertips. So the answer is 0.75. And based on previous session, somebody asking that if the embedded content is available in the version 2 based exam, I mean the WellAP exam version 2. So for this exam, we don't need to mark up the value. I will explain the part which are we need to bother about the threshold and the parameter value. So like this embedded content is available for the only selective questions. Those are needed to refer the content. So that kind of questions only have the embedded content. Not at all every questions not have the this embedded content itself. I will explain it. Yes, this is the part we don't know bother about the parameter. That means in A0 1.1, they are providing the parameters like particulate matter 0.25 and particulate matter 2.5 and particulate matter 10, and its threshold value also 15 microgram per cubic meter and 30 microgram per cubic meter. So we are not bothered about the parameter and the threshold value because in the parameter not only A0 1.1, A0 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 and W0 2.1 and W0 2.2. So this four in this six part we are not about and we are not bothered about the value and the parameter threshold value, but we need to cover the overview of this every part. It's definitely we need to cover for our examination, and you can find this embedded content in this document. You can see here the get to know the WellAP exam content, which is also available in the IWA website. So just note it down. I just showing for your reference. Just note it down. Get to know the WellAP exam. The embedded content is available at the last 2 pages of this document. Just note it down. And the questions for with embedded content questions will asking like here I mentioned here like so. When a project is sent for internal performance testing, the following results is discovered here. Find the parameter that meets the IWBA threshold value. So here they are providing the parameter and the threshold value here. What we done here, we just go to select the embedded content and the embedded content will appearing at the right side of our question page. I try to show only the things we are need to use for this question only, but for the examination we can get the embedded content entirely. So as per this, this is the requirement which is provided by IWBI. So just we compare which of the following options is compliant with this requirement. Can you get my point, guys? Yeah, just we need to compare the options which are providing here. That means the option A, the tested value is 3 microgram per liter. So we just go to the copper. Here they are providing only the 2 microgram per liter. So it's not close to this the proposed value. And the chromium itself, they are providing that 0.04. So for this case, we just go to the chromium itself, and they are providing that it should be comes below 0.05 microgram per liter. So for this case, we can definitely find the answer that option B, chromium 0.04 is the correct answer. Apart from that, they are the value was providing higher than the described value providing by IWBI. So the option 0.04 will be the most suitable one. Okay, and thank you for your precious time allocated for our session. I hope the session will be helpful for to provide some preparing strategies and the kind of questions we can expect during our LAP examination. Hope it will be a full one for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a query.
Yeah, you can ask.
Okay, how the LAP version was differ from version 2? How do you feel?
Yeah, actually, during my boarding my job, I just working and practicing with well version 2. But people, those who are done in their by preparing and in the version 1, by preparing, working and doing their examination in version 1, they just saying that version 1 is just not so much of difference between version 1 and version 2. But for my experience, I felt that there are toughest one when I comparing version 2 with version 1. I mean, version 1 is very toughest for me because I practiced my presentation and practiced some recommendations and feasible studies based on only in the version 2. So I just go for version 1 and preparing for the validity examination during the during the period of version 1. I feel that it's very toughest for me. So as per my knowledge, version 1 is only toughest for my. I don't know what about you. So it depends on the.
Why I ask you like this means I can check through their website, IGB's website.
Okay.
So they are telling like in version 2 they are adding some more concepts comparing to version 1.
But alignment and
they are the subcategories in the version 1. They are come to like a new core concept as version 2. That's why I just confirm with you.
Yeah, they are just allocating some extra parts, but just splitting their requirement as a separate parts only when comparing to version 1 and version 2. But facts and alignments, it will be, and the overview related things, I just clearly said that the concept have also some kind of overviews and the features have some kind of overviews. So the facts I gathered from in version 2 and version 1, it will be definitely bad for me. So that's why I just hesitate to do my examination in version 1. Then I waiting for the September 2021 because the version 2 only starting from the September or October from. So then only I waiting for version 2 and doing my appearance of examination in the month of recent February. So it's not a tough only if you practice yourself properly.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Okay. In this session, I would like to introduce some platform which will helpful for our profession. It's give 2 or 3 minutes for me, and the platform is none another will do. So this is a effective platform. I will explain its efficiency. This is a platform is developed by a group of LAPs. This platform is developed by our technical partner, none other than Jupiter Brothers Data Science Private Limited. So how we using this platform? When we are going for the clients and talking about well-related queries and well-related requirements, the clients asking with that how much amount we need to spend for this well-related implementation. That means for a sensor itself, for AHU filters. So that kind of item codes we need to implement for our project. For the implementation, how much we need to be spent. So this kind of answers we are asking. We are asked by our client. So for this calculation, what we did that we spent 2 or as per my knowledge for the first queries we just spent 5 to 7 days of man hours by asking the BOQ value from more number of vendors and gathering, grouping it based likewise the parts, and we proposing to our clients after 7 or 5 or 7 days after. So this platform how is helping for us like well consultant and well APs. If you just integrate some basic values like project size, project name, project location, and the occupant counts, it will give the implementation cost and return on investment on the implementation. What we are going to do invest for the well certification. And recommendation which will be need to provide on the basis of service basis like HVAC engineers and electrical, mechanical architects. So the recommendation also spitted as a separate for us. So that that kind of reports we can generate after providing the basic value of our project. After 2 to 3 minutes, we can get it from here. So if you have, feel free, guys, just go to sign up yourself and just explore it. And if you have any queries, kindly contact the relevant supportive mails also providing this platform. So I suggest you, it will be a effective platform to grow your careers, and within a short time span you can approach n number of we can grow our inquiry approaching client approaching rate when comparing to manual calculation to this automation platform calculation.
So what was the app name? Will do, DO?
Will do. You can find it. I think the URL is top.welldo.export.
Welldo.com?
Welldo.export, but this platform it's not designed for the people those who are studying for their WellAP examination. It's fully a calculation and supporting platform for the people profession those who are doing well consultant for their client and WellAPs also.
Okay. Can you
Okay.
please
If you
put
have,
that URL in chat?
Yeah. Can you please provide the URL? Yeah, you can find the URL in the chat box. My team members are providing in the chat box. Can you find it? Okay.
Yeah, welldo.expert. Okay, thank you.
Okay. If you have any queries, kindly contact this mail and note this WhatsApp numbers, and you can find me in LinkedIn with the name of Kaushik Viswanathan and WellAP. So thank you, people, and for spending your precious time with us. And I hope this session will be a effective one when comparing to previous session. And I would like to wish you one and all advance happy Diwali to all. Thank you.